Yo, what's going on, y'all? 805 Just here, the real Capri Sun, Mr. Cranberry Funk. I still have all my wisdom teeth. Got every last one of them. Never had them removed. Shout out to all my 805ers, all my family members, loved ones. Even if I don't know you and you're from Ventura County or currently live in Ventura County, shout out to you. On my birth certificate, the town says Ventura, California, in Ventura County. Shout out to everybody on the West Coast, everybody touching the Pacific Ocean, those up and along the PCH, and if you're even just within the tri-counties of the Central Coast. Shout out to y'all. Let's just get right into it. I'm raggedy right now, y'all. Real raggedy. As you can see by my attire, I don't have no Dodger cap on, you know what I'm saying? No Lakers cap, no jersey, no Dodgers jacket, no nothing. Raggedy. You're probably wondering why I'm raggedy. If you live in California, you probably know. If you don't live in California, if you don't live in this area, Southern California, then let me explain. The Los Angeles Lakers were eliminated from the NBA playoffs last night. We were eliminated by the Minnesota Timberwolves. We were eliminated in LA. After the game, Minnesota Timberwolves best player, their star player, probably the highest paid player, guard Anthony Edwards, felt so good after beating us. He took a victory lap. He walked around the Staples Center. Now I know it's been updated. It's called the Crypto.com Arena or whatever. But listen, I'm born and raised in this thing, and to me, that'll always be the Staples Center. Whenever I went to games in my youth, as a kid, as a young, you know what I'm saying, it was the Staples Center. Anthony Edwards did the Staples Center dirty. He did our team dirty. Really, Rudy Gobert last night did our team dirty. I'm not going to get into the details. Let me just give you my final notes on a season that fell flat as of last night and explains my current mental health, you know what I'm saying? Explains my current mood, my current motivation to even get dressed, to, look into the camera right now. Now, some of y'all may think I'm being hard, right? Some of y'all may think I'm being a little tough, but I don't think so. I don't think I am, and you'll see what I mean. In my opinion, there was no improvement on this season. Why, you ask? Because our season ended the same way it ended last season. There was no difference. Last year we got trounced. We got kicked out of the playoffs by the Denver Nuggets. Was it Denver? Yeah, I think it was Denver last season. We fire our former coach, Darvin Ham. He goes back to being an assistant coach somewhere in the NBA. We hire a good friend of LeBron James, podcasts, co-host, former NBA player, former star at Duke as a Blue Devil, three-point specialist. Can't even talk. Yikes. JJ Redick, right? For all accounts, most people consider JJ Redick to be a pretty smart basketball mind. He played smart while he was in the NBA, and he seems to be a smart coach. However, our season still ended the same. Nothing changed. Now, where I will give credit is during the season, we looked much better than we did last year. We had some great games. We had some great win streaks. Certain players blossomed, and we made it to the playoffs. I believe we were the 3rd seed, if I'm not mistaken. That's not bad. I'm not mad at that. I was happy about that. I was proud, but the result was the same. Here's why the result was the same. I believe there are some key factors. One, in this series, playing against the Minnesota Timberwolves, like I said before, the star player is Ant Edwards, legal name, government name, Anthony Edwards. He's the star of the show. He runs the program in Minnesota, right? The offense goes through him. However, like most great NBA teams and most great teams in history in general, he has great support. He has great role players. Minnesota has a great bench. In this series, we got beat up not only by Ant, we got beat up by Julius Randle. He went crazy last night, former Laker. We got beat up by Naz Reid, Sixth Man of the Year award winner. And then, of course, we got beat up by Rudy Gobert, who really is known to be a defensive player. He should be. He's, over 7 feet tall and's got a wingspan of a 747, right? They all beat up on us, and we had no answer. We had no return for what the Minnesota Timberwolves were dishing out to us. So I'm disappointed. JJ Redick, a lot of people were critical of this. He made a big mistake, in my opinion, when in the series, one game we weren't playing too hot. He chose to play the same starting lineup for the whole quarter. It might have been the whole half. It might have been the whole third and fourth quarter, but I believe it was just the fourth quarter. He played LeBron, our starting lineup. I think it was LeBron, Austin Reeves, Rui. Who else? Jackson. I'm missing somebody. And there's somebody else I'm missing in there, but he made the mistake of playing that same lineup for the entire quarter. No subs. As in, these guys are running up and down the court, competing with the other team who is subbing players in and out. They are having substitutions. Players are getting breaks. For some reason, JJ Redick just let our guys get tired out there and run themselves into the ground. And of course, we lose the game. So I don't understand that. I don't know if it was some type of, coach punishment or, I don't know what his theory was there. It didn't work. And then what made it worse was in conferences and in interviews after that game, he's defensive about it. He's kind of a little sensitive. He had attitude. I can honestly say I feel like that cry that you might have just heard in the background. That cry you heard, that's how I felt. It didn't make sense to me. Why would you do that? I mean, we all know NBA players and, most professional athletes are really usually in the best shape of their life. These are, $1 million athletes, and they, a lot of them take care of their bodies and their physiques very well. But to play a whole quarter of basketball and not get one break, you're only getting a break during timeouts and TV timeouts and free throws and out of bounds opportunities. Like, to me, that's where JJ Redick showed that he's clearly a first-time coach. He played in the NBA for many years. Had a solid career. I'm sure made some good money. But as a coach, a tenured coach, a veteran coach, I don't think would ever do that, especially during the playoffs where you need your guys to be as healthy as possible and have as much energy as possible. So that was his mistake there. And then from a management standpoint, from a front office standpoint, the Lakers are just too small right now. And what I mean by too small is we don't have a big man that we can lean on. We don't have a center that can play every game and defend on the defensive side of the ball and also help us on offense, running pick and rolls and just being a big body, right? We got Kleber, we got Jackson Hayes, but these are not really traditional big men. Jackson Hayes doesn't have a post game. He's more of a run and gun, fast break, pick and roll, throw the oop type of guy. Kleber doesn't really have a post game. He takes up a lot of space because if he's not 7 feet, he's close to 7 feet tall. But he's even more of a shooter, 3-point and mid-range shooter. So the Lakers, we have work to do this offseason because we need to acquire bigs, not just one. We need multiple centers that we can depend on because we got killed by Rudy Gobert last night, and Rudy Gobert is not known to be an offensive juggernaut. If you get what I'm saying. He's not known to be a great offensive player. He's a great defensive player. Like I said, he's got a crazy reach, you know what I'm saying? Very long arms. He can stretch out and can move his feet, but on offense, he's not known to be a scorer like that. And last night, he had a double-double on us, if I'm not mistaken, over 20 points and over 20 rebounds. As you can see, my emotions are starting to rise, so I'm going to chill out. But anyway, y'all, to wrap it up, the Lakers season is over. I'm disappointed. Can't say I'm surprised, but I'm definitely disappointed. And we've got work to do this offseason. And it's sad because we've wasted another year of LeBron's career. He's 40. He'll be 41 next year. We don't know how much longer this guy is going to keep playing and can keep playing at the level he plays at. And we need to take advantage of not only having LeBron on our team, we need to take advantage of the young talent we have as well. We can't waste their years. And in my opinion, the Western Conference is only going to get tougher. You got teams like the Nuggets. OKC is tough. You got even the Rockets. They're still young, but they're a tough team. So we got work to do. I'm depressed. I'm disappointed. I need a nice cold drink, some lemonade. I need a Capri Sun, preferably. And yeah, I'm gonna go chill with the family because this is not good. So anyway, Lakers season is over. 805 Just. Thank y'all for watching. Shout out to y'all for being subscribed to the channel. As always, peace.
The gigantic going out of business sale at Circuit City has reached the final days. Get total liquidation prices on absolutely everything, like 25% off notebook and desktop computers. Take a whopping 30% off all plasma TVs, digital camcorders, and digital cameras, including SLR. Save 40% on CDs and DVDs, software, phones, faxes, shredders, and more. Get 50% off all furniture, phone accessories, and select mobile audio. Don't wait until it's over. Shop now during the final days of the Circuit City going out of business sale.